Come on and lean on me. You can lean on me.
Bringing inspiration to the big game, the 20th annual Super Bowl Gospel Celebration is coming up, and organizers just announced the celebrity lineup, and it is star-studded. Here to get a rundown of that, Melanie Few is the founder of Super Bowl Gospel. Melanie, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, tell us about who is in the lineup. This is really a who's who in gospel music.
It is totally a who's who in gospel music. First and foremost, the NFL Players Choir. People once a year get to see them come and really understand how much talent there really is in the NFL. I mean, these guys can sing. Kirk Franklin, who is the prince of gospel music.
Need say no more than Kirk Franklin, right?
Tasha Cobbs Leonard, who is the princess of gospel music. Ricky Smiley is hosting, and the legendary Winans. I'm talking about Ain't No Need to Worry, that Winans. And then we've got some big announcements coming before the end of the week. We've got some people lined, just can't mention it yet because got to finish their contracts.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you, I'll give you an exclusive and tell you first.
Well, we appreciate that. And Melanie, you worked for a long time to make sure this was a part of the Super Bowl because you were like, why is gospel not included in it?
Exactly. I went to the Super Bowl probably 30 years ago. And I just couldn't believe gospel wasn't a part of it. I think the week has so many other genres of music. And I wrote the NFL 7 years in a row. I was the kind of kid that would get spankings because I never took no for an answer. And I wrote them, and really on the 8th year, they said either we're going to have to call a mental institution for this lady or we're going to have to let her do this gospel event. And they sanctioned me. I didn't even know what that meant at the time, but it has been a 20-year amazing journey. We've had some of the best artists just in music, not just gospel music.
And briefly tell me, too, about the players, because I think some of us wouldn't think, okay, these guys take hits and throw balls for a living, but many of them very talented singers.
So talented singers. We've got a classically trained pianist in our choir, drummers, guitarists. You would be so surprised. You better come that night.
I will try.
Bring your tambourine, too, because we're going to celebrate this year.
We will be working nonstop, of course.
I know
Melanie,
it.
thank you so much for coming in.
I thank you so much for having me.
It'll be a great event. And we do want to remind you the 20th annual Super Bowl Gospel Celebration will be taped on Thursday, January 31st at Atlanta Symphony Hall. Rodney, I know you will be there.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. That sounds like a lot of fun. Kirk Franklin, I'm excited about that.